All right, let's try this again. Rebooted my computer, and let's see. Now I even have the wrong. You know what? Who knows what the heck happened there? But now I do see that it's going to my built-in microphone, where it should have my lapel microphone. So today probably not the best day from a technical standpoint, but I do believe that there we go. Now I should be using my regular microphone, but hopefully everything is going out correctly this time, as we did have some bizarre stuff happen. You know, bear with me. Let me listen to it myself. All right, I do hear myself. All right, there we go. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Sorry about that. We did have some technical issues the last time, and I think it was in the software that I used, but I rebooted the computer. Let's get to it. The biggest consensus plays for today, and therefore the theory is the biggest contrarian moves would be to bet against these. In the NBA, a pretty significant one. 70% of the bets are on the Houston Rockets. Now, the Houston Rockets are 10.5-point underdogs, so therefore the theory being public dogs generally die, fade the public underdogs, whatever you want to say. So therefore, a lot of people, a lot of contrarian bettors would say Philadelphia is a big contrarian bet for today. Boston with 68% of the bets, and that would be about it from a standpoint of betting against the public as far as the number of bets. But again, a $5 bet would be considered the same as a $5,000 bet because the theory is to fade the really square player. And we'll go to NBA in a moment. All right, does sound like it's going out correctly. So that was a rare one-time fluke, and again, we apologize it. All right, now I've also heard a train of thought, and I like to repeat this every now and then. Some people say, wait a minute, I want to go against the money because I'll be rooting for the same teams that the sports books are rooting for, and the sports books always make money long term. That's very sound thinking. Orlando, 84% of the bets. Chicago, 81% of the bets. And that would be about it as far as contrarian moves or public moves in the NBA. Now, college basketball, percentage of bets, as usually the case, lower profile games, Radford with 88%, East Tennessee State with 79%. There is one underdog, one public dog, 73% of bets on Holy Cross, getting about 4 points. So if you do want to fade the chic underdog, the chic public underdogs, there is your fade there. In terms of money, Furman 93% of the bets, Wofford 93%, Wyoming with 92%. Now the biggest line moves in the NBA. Golden State opened up as a 1.5-point underdog. They're now 1.5-point favorite. Boston opened up at a 4.5-point favorite. They're now a 2-point favorite. Nope, and then I screwed up. I was supposed to reset my page that I wanted to focus on. So a quite fun day indeed. But, well, we'll talk about that stuff in a moment. Boston opened up as a 4.5-point favorite. They're now down to a 2-point favorite. And that's kind of significant because that's what our free pick is going to be on. But let's go for college basketball. Iona opened up as a 4-point favorite. They're now up to 6.5-point favorite against Quinnipiac. Central Connecticut State. Sacred Heart opened up as a 1-point favorite. They're now up to a 3-point favorite against Central Connecticut State. Indiana Hoosiers open up as a 4.5-point favorite. They're already up to 6.5 against Minnesota. And those would be significant. Now, when we first released as a free pick, line has changed a teeny bit, but you know what? Make sure you visit offshoreinsiders.com, where these are your choices. You get to choose between the winningest handicapper of all time, Joe Duffy's picks. You get to choose from the all-time greatest sports season ever, Master Lock Line, 183, 114 in college basketball, or Joe Duffy's picks at, Stevie Vincent's picks at 91 and 46 when it comes to the NBA. So the hottest sports service in the history of the NBA. All right, sounds good. It does sound like our broadcast did go out successfully now, so it was a fluke. It's still going on. All right, here's our free pick. Atlanta, when we first released this at joeduffy.net, they were getting 3 points. Again, we said they opened up as a 4.5-point underdog, now down to 2. Counterintuitive stuff here, though. Hawks have dropped 7 of 8 straight up, 3 in a row ATS, yet getting a mere 3 points from a team 7-4 straight up at home and 8-3 ATS. Road underdogs under 500 on an ATS losing streak versus an unrested team on a point spread winning streak are 929, 685, and 30. Your free pick is on Atlanta. Well, after some technical difficulties early, let's just call it a day. But make sure you visit offshorinsiders.com for the best premium picks and vetted sports books.